See if we can see some nice sunrise. So the hot water situation around here is kind of interesting. All the cabins or little tents or whatever have water, but it's not hot water. And it's chilly this morning. I think it was 56 degrees overnight, which isn't bad, but not the temperature we're going to be messing around with a cold shower. So if you want a cold or a warm shower, want warm water, you go down to this main pavilion or whatever and ask them, and they'll send someone your cabin. I guess there's one over here, but they'll send you a bucket of warm water. Someone literally carries out like 5 gallons of water. Here, Millie, she's got her bucket there for her shower.
Up in the morning.
There you go. Good Irish greeting. I didn't mess around with the whole shower bit because we splashed around in the pool yesterday, and I'm fine. Camping. We're camping. I broke out the map here. I can kind of show you where we're at. But that road map doesn't. We're pretty close to Jaipur, so it's kind of going to be hard to see on here. Delhi came down here. Right now, we're just basically under the U in Jaipur, and so it's not really much on this map. But we went into town there, and then we came out here. Sounds like breakfast is ready. Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Look at all these people. Happy birthday, dear Crystal. Happy birthday to you. Thank you, everyone. This bird has got a lot to say this morning. That's what one of them does. Wait till you get like 15 of them together. It's a total racket. I'm not even sure where we are. Which place is this?
You can see this is what kind of clothing were worn 1200 years back. As I said, there was no rail system. Why there's no rail system? Now look at this. This is clothing. Can you see the fine line here?
Yeah. Yes.
This is like a transparent kind of clothes what she is wearing. The very fine clothing which you see here, right? At the same time, on the top, there's nothing. There's a jewelry which is there. So these are all jewelry, the ear jewelry, the necklaces, the hands, bangles. There are a lot more efforts, anklets. There, look at these anklets. All these are hand jewelry. So this is how the women during that time wore the clothes in the country.
Basically, as I understand it, this is essentially kind of a cafe or a public house almost. They dug down to the water table, and so when it rains locally, it feeds from underneath, and they got their water there. And then with the steps, they could use that to get down to the water. It also became a social event a little bit because it was cooler down there, and the kids sit in all the different places. You could entertain over there, do different things, but it's amazing. It's so deep, so far down there. These are all pieces that they're in the process of restoring. Apparently over the centuries when they got invaded, they found out that they wouldn't worship anything that didn't have a face or was broken. So the invaders would come in and they'd break off the faces of the different figures, and then they would end up moving and making a new temple. Up until COVID, you could wander through everywhere, and they didn't have any fences, but they said that too many people were taking selfies and getting hurt by falling down inside, which I think that happens at every monument nowadays. Okay, better description of what happened. All those artifacts that are lined up in there that they're restoring came from this temple when it was destroyed. However, this is all rebuilt. This was actually destroyed down to the point where it was just a flat floor, like a slab. That motorcycle sounds like it's underwater. So all those pieces came from the rubble that was left here. But since this has been destroyed or ruined or wrecked, I guess, they won't worship in a place that has something that's broken. Then that means that this is not a legit temple in their eyes. But the locals have wanted something here next to the Stepwell, so they kind of rebuilt their own rendition of the whole thing. Kind of an interesting little thing, but not really much of a touristy thing. We decided to get a couple Cokes from this little shop here. Look at these little bitty Coke bottles. They are, I don't even know how many, 250 milliliter, were they 7 ounces or something? What's he doing? Uh-oh, he's talking football or rugby. Cricket. Are you talking cricket?
Yes, if I know.
Came back onto the bus and this kid came on and he was selling playing cards. And he wanted 300 rupees for a deck of playing cards. And then he kept going down.
And I ended up giving him 2.
They're Karma Sutra playing cards. I think they're full of, exotic pictures, if you will. But I told him I only had 120 rupees. I was like, okay, I give you a good deal. So now I'm the proud owner of some dirty playing cards. You see me playing cards for a long time? Yeah. These are almost the best roads I've seen. I don't know about how they got them stacked there. It looks like they're all over. Jesus, these bumps. We stopped for lunch, and this place is just really nice, which is funny because there's been nothing along the way except for people making bricks and concrete. For lunch at this stop, we had a tomato soup, which is really thin but very good. It tastes a lot like cloves. Rice, dal, chicken curry, noodles, masala paneer, potato cumin. Kind of like we had yesterday, but it looks like a little more severe. Oh, and bought my lunch for my birthday. That was super cool. I'm doing pretty good here. I got my birthday song. I got my lunch paid for. I got my dirty playing cards.
He was really tall. He lived his life very happily. If you remember, he said that as long as I have kebab and shabab in my hand, I don't care what's happening. So as long as I have a wine and women in my hand, I don't care. But this guy, when he was married, he married to women known as Noor Jahan. And Noor Jahan was actually one of the most beautiful women of palace during that time. And Noor Jahan means the light of the world. And she was beautiful.
So all of that screen is all one piece of carved stone. right, so a quick little stop at the Baby Taj. I think that was originally planned to be tomorrow, when we are actually going to the Taj Mahal. You might be able to tell my voice is going south really quickly. Everybody's kind of suffering with like nasal problems and throat things, and I noticed when I first got here that like all the people wandering around were constantly blowing their nose or picking their nose. There is so much air pollution here, it's ridiculous. In Delhi it was 151 air quality index. Here when we got here it was 154. It's catching up with me, my sinuses are on fire. Before we go to dinner here in an hour or two, I'm gonna try and get some sort of throat lozenges or something from a pharmacy or a chemist or whatever they call them here, and see if I can do that, because it's I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Unlike other countries like Thailand, where there's a 7-Eleven on every street, or Mexico City, where it's a little more familiar. So wandering around the streets until you find a pharmacy is not a hard thing to do at all. In Southeast Asia, there's either a Circle K or a 7-Eleven everywhere, usually within 2 blocks of where you are at. But here, there really aren't any big, huge chains that I see of any sort, except for maybe a couple like shopping mall type things. And even when they are a big store, they don't really have a huge selection of anything. So it's kind of a crapshoot, but that's my goal for this evening. We're gonna go out and get some dinner. We're gonna try and crash a little early so we can get up super early in the morning and go see the Taj Mahal. I saw it through some trees when we were driving in, and damn, it's big. I mean, I know it's big, but damn, it's big. Unfortunate thing is they have very strict rules on what you can take in there. Like, you can't take makeup, pens or pencils, anything really. No food, no water or beverages. I think they give you a bottle of water while you're there. You can't take anything really. You can take some water if you have a prescription that you can take that in. You can take sunglasses in, and you can take your cell phone in. Oh, I should show you this hotel room. This hotel room is kind of nice. I mean, they're all pretty nice, but this one's like a Western style. Big old bed with a big old mess of suitcase right there. Dirty clothes because took a shower, a nice long bench. Yes, I'm watching my own YouTube channel here because I want to see what it looks like. That little entryway, closet-y thing. Pretty nice bathroom. No fan though. And one thing about India, when they do their plumbing, even in the fancy places, they don't put P-traps in the sinks or in any of the drains. It's literally just a pipe that goes into the floor and disappears somewhere. You tend to get gases, if you will, that come into the room. Like when I came in here, I mean, it's perfectly clean and everything, but it kind of smelled farty. Like, I was like, God, was someone use the bathroom or something? No, it's just that there's no P-trap in the sink. This is something you don't see every day at the rest of the world. All those circles laying out that look like tiles are cow poop. They collect them all and lay them out and flatten them out a little bit, and then they just stack them. Usually you'll see them like stacked along the wall until they're dried, and then go bundle them or stack them like we would firewood. And it's just funny to be in a pretty nice hotel and then just look out in the yard and there's all this garbage, all these half-built wall buildings. There's a cow over there. It's a tuk-tuk, a motorcycle, a dog rummaging through garbage over there. All right, we are going to dinner finally. And actually the weather is really nice. It's pretty smoky right now, but the weather is very nice. So we are at Maya. This is not a Jewish restaurant. It's just a symbol that they've had around for centuries. We got the instant food brought to the table. We got these little things, which kind of remind me of, if anybody remembers Crispix breakfast cereal. I'm not sure what the sauce is. Obviously by the color it's probably beets, but it's kind of like almost like a hummus kind of. Very garlicky. I just noticed the painting on the wall here at this restaurant, and if I'm not certain, you might have to correct me on this. I'm not up on my art stuff, but it looks like they've mixed like 4 different artists together. Maybe a little Giorgio O'Keeffe. They got Frida Kahlo in a Buddha pose. They got the Starry Night background. It's just kind of a mix of like a bunch of different things going on there. Chicken maharani, it's a cashew cream sauce basically, and mixed vegetable naan. It's supposed to be really mild because obviously because of cashew stuff. We got birthday cake. Look at that. I had to go quick. We're gonna have wax. That's awesome.